One of the core parts of Power BI is the ability to connect to third-party software as a service applications that you're using in your business elsewhere, and use the data in those applications to drive your reports and dashboards in Power BI. So as an example, I'm going to connect to a service called GitHub. And I start off using this Get Data button down in the bottom left-hand corner. I can choose to connect to a whole range of different sources, and in this case I'm going to connect to a service. And this will open up our gallery of all of these different connectors and content packs that are available for Power BI. I can search through these or browse through them if I want to find particular things. And like I mentioned, GitHub's the one that we're going to use as an example here. So GitHub's something you might be using if you're a developer to store your source code and share it and collaborate on it with others. And what these content packs provide you, these connectors provide you, are out-of-the-box reports, dashboards, and analytics to help you understand and get the most out of that data that you've got in those applications. So I'll hit get here, and then the first thing will happen, and this can be a little bit different depending on which service you're connecting to, is you're going to need to put in some parameters around what you're connecting to, or what information it is that you're going to pull down from that service. And typically you'll have to sign in as well, so you'll have to provide some sort of credentials. For many of these services they support OAuth, so it'll open up another window, and then you just type in the address that you're used to using. And now it will start connecting to that service and pulling that data over into Power BI and populating those reports and dashboards for you. And you'll see over in your navigation pane, you'll get new dashboards and potentially many new reports created to support visualizing and analyzing this data. It can take a few seconds or a few minutes to pull in that data depending on how much is in the application, but you'll soon see these tiles in this dashboard start to populate with the visualizations. So I can see now for GitHub, for example, we're looking at things like the number of pull requests that have been made, the number of users that are submitting issues, who's submitting the most open issues, and how these are changing over time. So I get this dashboard with some top-level information, and I can click through on any of these tiles and see the reports behind it. And typically the reports are going to have more details. They're going to let us do things like analyzing in different ways with different types of visualization. I really like this view. It's kind of showing you by hour of day and day of the week when most of the commits are being made back into this repository. So you can see that most of them are coming in sort of like late afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. And obviously it's a little quieter on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. So there's a whole range of sources that I can connect to, and each one of them will have tailored reports and dashboards that help you get the most out of the data in those applications. So it's really easy to get started very quickly monitoring that data that, of course, then you can pin and add to with data from other sources across all of your Power BI dashboards. So just as I can with any other data source, I can pin these visuals to any of the dashboards that I've built in Power BI. So for example, if I'm using Salesforce to track my sales opportunities, but I'm using Zendesk to track my support organization's performance, I could combine elements from both of those different data sources onto one dashboard to give me a view across all of my business. And that's using these content packs and these third-party content providers to bring data from those applications into one place.